Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. Today I will show you the blanket that I'm making. It's in the process. I haven't finished it yet, but I will just show you how to make these shell stitch squares and how to crochet the framing around them and how to join it as you go. So I will talk about the yarn also. I don't know how that's a long story how I came to this idea to make this blanket. It's going to be a summer blanket. It's thin, it's not too thick, it's going to be suitable for summer. Okay, this is from the my favorite yarn. I will show you. So the yarn skins come in skins like this. It's 50 grams. It's yarn art jeans. Let me show you. Okay, this is not sponsored. It's just my favorite yarn and I use it a lot. This is yarn is from Turkey. It's let me show you. It's 45% acrylic and 55% cotton. It can be washed in a washing machine. The main reason that I like to use this yarn is because it can be washed in a washing machine. I can wash up to 30 excuse me, 30 or 40 degrees Celsius in a washing machine. But I know a knitter lady who said that she washes at 60 degrees Celsius. So I haven't checked it, but you can keep this in mind. So one skin is 50 grams, 160 meters. It's let me show you the other measurements. Usually for this yarn I use 3mm crochet hook, but for this stitch specifically I use 3.5mm crochet hook because let me show you. You see, we have shells, like one shell is 7 double crochets placed in one space here, so it's going to be a little bit tight for them. And that's why, in order not to make it hard at the end, by the end of your crocheting process, I will advise you, whatever yarn you use, just take a little bit bigger crochet hook than you usually use for your yarn. Okay, this is optional. So I actually do have a video on this oh my god, I'm sorry, excuse me. So I already have one video for this square, but at that video I made multicolored version of this. You can go check this. I will leave the link to that video in the description box. So, but it's basically the same thing. Okay, nothing new. The only new thing is going to be here is that I will show you how to join these frames as you go in process. Okay, because I have absolutely no patience to finish all these squares and after that to spend a lot of time joining them. No, I crochet, I make them in stacks like this. Okay, like 10, 15, 20, and then I just join, and then I start again making squares, and then again joining, and blah blah blah. So let me show you the sizes. I want my blanket to be the size of 150 centimeters width and 200 centimeters length. So for this, you see, one square is 11 centimeters. It's square, so it's of course the same length. All the sides are the same length. It's approximately, it's 11 centimeters. So from one skein of this yarn ball, I crochet 7 squares like this without frames, or 6 full squares, and 7th square is unfinished like this. Okay, this is in order to calculate the how much yarn would you need. So one skein for framing is enough to frame 21.5 squares. So as you go, you just frame as you go, and then it will be enough for 21.5 squares. So this is my pattern for my blanket. It's 13 squares width and 18 squares for length. In total, I will be making 234 squares. So, wish me luck. Okay, I also have the pattern for frames. We will look at this later. And the pattern for the square itself, because I think I didn't show the pattern in the previous video, that I'm going to leave this link below this video. I will show you. Okay, let's start. So let's start making the square itself. My square is going to be 6 rounds. You can make it bigger or smaller, it's absolutely up to you. You see, if you want to make it multicolored, this way of making it is the best one I like. What I'm talking about is, for these shells, first we create basics round, and then after we start placing our shells in those base round. Okay, yeah, I hope I can explain it. I'm explaining it clearly. So right here, as you see, one color is 2 rounds. You can make every round different color, but it's optional, and this is the way that I don't like. I always make 2 rounds the same color. So basics and the shells are the same color I always make. So, but for this blanket, I'm making all the squares the same color. And 6 rounds, you can make it bigger, smaller, different colors. It's absolutely up to you. 3.5mm crochet hook, and I will need needles to weave in the ends. I am weaving the ends immediately at the spot because I have to make 234 squares, and I have absolutely no interest to come back and deal with those ends in 234 squares. Okay, so I will show you also, of course. So the first round is going to be, so for the first round we are going to create basics. I'm going to create chain ring. You can use the magic ring, it's up to you also. So into that chain ring I'm going to place 8 double crochets, but the first one is going to be we will make, to start the round we are going to chain 3, and these chain 3 we will count as 1 double crochet. So in total we need to place into that ring 8 double crochets with 1 chain between all of them. Okay, so it means that to start, in order to start the first round, we need to start with 4 chains. 3 of those 4 chains is going to be 1 double crochet, and the 4th chain is going to be for the space that we will use to place our shells in the next round. Okay, let's just start. Okay, let's create the slip knot like so. You can create it any other way you like. Okay, I don't count the first loop that I created, the slip knot, so I am making 4 chains, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now I need to join these chains into a circle, so I go into the very first chain right here and join it with the slip stitch like so. Okay, so let's start. We start with 4 chains, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now I need to place double crochet into this ring, so I yarn over and go into the center of this circle, into this ring, and place a double crochet. So as we said, we basically have 2 double crochets here, because the first 3 chains we count as 1 double crochet, and we need 8 in total, so we have 2. Chain 1 for space, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, let me check it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last one. This is the 8th double crochet, and we need last chain, and we are joining the round, closing the round with joining. So you see we started with 4 chains, count 1, 2, 3, and into the 3rd chain here we slip stitch and close the round. You see? Okay, right here, right now, turn this thing around and hide this end. Okay, so I always leave short tails for this square, so if it's not comfortable for you to place the thread into this needle and then weave in, so I do like this. I place needle. Okay, like this. Okay. Then I put through the needle my yarn tail and pull. You can do it one more time if you want. Let's do it again. This would be enough. Cut the tail, and that's all. We're done here with endings. Okay, We are done with our first round. Now let's look what we have at the second round. So at the second round we're going to place our shells, and here at the second round we are going to place 4 shells. But you might ask, we have 8 spaces here. So between those 4 shells we are going to place single crochets into those the rest of those 4 spaces. Okay, so it's going to be like this. One space we place shell, the next space we place single crochet, shell, single crochet, and we go on like this. So to start the second round, I usually chain 1 here, but it is absolutely optional. It's not mandatory, so but if you don't want to do it, you can go on, just start right away crocheting your round. Okay, so I go, see where I'm at, I go into the next space that is right at the left from the spot where I am now, and I place 1 single crochet here. Okay, now I go into the next space and I place my shell, and 1 shell is 7 double crochets. So let's start. 1 double crochet, 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, now I go into the next space and place a single crochet, and I go into the next space and I place a shell. So let's go. 1 double crochet, oops, so it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now into the next space and I place single crochet, into the next space and I place shell. Oh, excuse me. Okay, excuse me. I have finished the round, but I didn't close it, so I'm going to finish this round by closing with slip stitch, and I'm going to place that slip stitch into the top of the single crochet, the one that we started the round with. Okay, the very first single crochet. So you see this one here, I go into the top of it like so, slip stitch, and we're done. We're done with our second round. Now let's see what we should do in. So the third round is our purple round. I don't know if you see the color correctly from the video. So we are once again need to create basics for our shells in the next round. Okay, so what we do now in round 3, it's going to be a little bit specific. So you see, we are going to place our how to say it, basics for shells into the top of the single crochets from previous round, right exactly into the top of these single crochets. Okay, so what do we place here exactly? So we need to place one double crochet. I forgot the thing. Okay, one double crochet, one chain, one double crochet, 3 chains, and one double crochet. So we place this in all the tops of all 4 single crochets from previous round, and between all those things we are going to connect these corners with 5 chains between them. Those 5 chains are going to be somewhat like a bridge above the shell from previous round. Okay, I hope I can explain it clearly so that it's easy if you are a beginner. So anyway, why do we place such corners? So you see, in this round and in all the other rounds, wherever you will see 2 double crochets with 1 chain between them, it means that this place is supposed to have shell in it. And all those 3 chain spaces are supposed to have single crochets in it. Okay, this is going to be our corners. So knowing this, let's go on. Okay, I can start right here just crocheting. So we start the round with 3 chains, and these 3 chains we will count as 1 double crochet, but I need 1 more chain for the space, so it means we start just in total of from 4 chains. Now place a double crochet right here. You see this single crochet here? Go into the top of it. Now chain 3, 1 more double crochet into the same spot, chain 1, and 1 more double crochet into the same spot. You see, this is our corner. Now in order to go to make the next corner, we need to chain 5, that bridge that I told you earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Now let's go into the top. You see the single crochet between these 2 shells? I go into the top of it and place. So I place 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 more double crochet, 3 chains, and 1 more double crochet, 1 chain, and the last double crochet into this corner. See? Now again, chain 5 to move to the next spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will pause here. Let's finish this round and let's meet at the spot where we need to close this round. Okay, I'm done with this round and let's close it. So we do it as usual. Count 1, 2, 3, and into the 3rd chain here I go and slip stitch. So we are done with round 3. Let's see. I already explained it, but let's look at it quickly. So as I said, in all chain 1 spaces we're going to place shells, 1 shell, and in all 3 chain spaces we're going to place single crochets, and that's all. This is the logic of our round 4. Okay, let's start. So you see where I'm at here. Again, it's optional to chain one here. I do it, but it's not mandatory. If you want, you can do it. So we see chain one space here. You see, chain one space, chain three space, and chain one space. Now I go into that and I place a shell. So it's 1, 2, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now I go into the next 3 chain space. I place single crochet here, and I go into the next chain 1 space and I place shell here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So attention, what we do with these 5 chain bridges, we need to place single crochet right here and trap this bridge inside of it. So we look the shell that is right under the chain 5 bridge. Okay, we have 7 double crochets right here. Okay, you choose the very middle one, the 4th one. Okay, from right or from left, if you count to 4, it's going to be the same thing. It's in the middle. So you go into the top of that middle double crochet like so. You keep this 5 chain bridge under, oh no, above your hook, on your hook. Okay, so like so. Grab the yarn, pull it to the front, and single crochet. You see, this bridge is inside and it's not going to hang here like sloppy, untied anything. Okay, this is the important thing that I forgot to mention when I showed you the pattern. You see, the single crochet is over the 5 chain bridge. I just didn't show it that you need to trap this bridge inside of it. Whatever. So you just go on placing shells right here and trapping these 5 chain bridges. Let me show you one more time and then you will finish yourself. So into this next space we are placing shell. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and single crochet into the next 3 chain space, shell into the next chain 1 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now we're at the 5 chain bridge again. What we do, we go into the top stitch of the middle double crochet here, keep this bridge on the hook. Now grab the yarn, pull it to the front, and create your single crochet. Okay, you are going to do the same thing till the end of this round, so let's do it and meet at the end of this round. Okay, the last bridge here. So the closing of this round specifically, it has a little bit specific parts. So I will slip stitch into this part here. I placed one chain here before starting this shell. Okay, I go somewhere here. Well, slip stitch. But you see, in order to start the next round, I need to start from the top of this single crochet. But I am at the spot a little bit to the left, to that spot that we need. So we need to come back to this place. Okay, what we do here, what I do here. So I place my crochet hook from back to front like this, somewhere here, so that it's not too visible. Now I pull this loop to the back like this. Now I go into the top of this single crochet and I pull this loop back to the front, and now I'm at the spot that I need to be in order to go on crocheting. Okay, you can pull this tail to tighten this loop a little bit because it's too big. Okay, so the next round, round 5, we are once more creating basics for our shells in the next round. This is the orange basics, orange round that we are going to make here. So from round 5 and 6, it already visibly you can see the corners. Okay, you see I marked them like brown here. You see these parts, the shells that stand right face to face are the corners, and from these 5 and 6, from the round 5 and 6 until the next round, the corners are going to be the same in all rounds, and you're going to have single shells between those corners, and the more rounds you crochet, the more single shells you are going to have in your square. I don't have with me here or whatever. For example, you can have 3, 4, I don't know, any number of single crochets between these two corners. So we just need to remember how it looks. So again, corners are the same for all the rounds. I already mentioned it. So what is it? 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 3 chains, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet. How we place, we already know how do we place our shells in that. Okay, I'm not going to explain it anymore, but here between those corners we already have single shells right here. So the basics for that single shell is the same. You place 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet into the top of single crochet from previous round, in the green round, round 4. Okay, and in the next round you are going to place 1 shell into that 1 space. That's all. Okay, let's go, boys and girls. So this is our corners, and here we will need to place our the place where our single shell, excuse me. So we need to chain for 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of these chains we will be counting as 1 double crochet, and the 4th chain is our space. So yarn over and place 1 more double crochet into the same space here, into the top of this single crochet. Okay, now chain 5 to go into the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're placing the corners, and we already should know what is it. So 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 3 chains, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 last double crochet here. You see how it looks? So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we place a single spot for single shell. 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet into the top of these single crochet here. See? Now chain 5 and place a corner here. So 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 3 chains, 1 more double crochet, 1 chain, and the last double crochet for this corner. You see how it looks? 2 full corners and 1 full side of our square, and these single shell space. So I'm going to pause here. Let's finish it yourself, and I will meet you right at this spot. Okay, we're done here. Let's finish the round by slip stitching into the 1, 2, 3, third chain right here. Okay, the last round for me, and for you if you want, but you can continue. So round 6 is the brown round here. I already explained it. I think there's nothing else to explain. We place shells in all the chain 1 spaces, and we place single crochets in all the 3 chain spaces, and above the 5 chain bridges to trap them inside. Okay, that's all. Let's go. Again, optional, I chain 1. So I place 1 shell here, 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Let me choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So we need to trap this bridge here. So single crochet. Now we need to go into this next 1 chain space and place a shell here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and I go into the next 3 chain space and I place a single crochet here. So I will pause here and let's continue so that I do it in order not to make the video too long, because it's already going to be too long. So let's continue it yourself and I will meet you at this ending spot of the round. Okay, let's finish the round. So I need to trap the last bridge. So now at this spot, how do I close my very last round? I will cut the yarn here. Now, you see this tail? And the one chain that I started with, you need to, you don't really need to, you can do it as you want, but how I do it is I put the crochet hook from back to front at this spot. Now pull this tail to the back and leave it like so. You see, we took care of the endings right here, so we don't have to deal with it now. It's okay, absolute happiness. Now I will show you how to crochet the frame for this, and as we crochet the frame we will hide this tail also. So what is the pattern for our tail? Okay, you see we have we have 7 double crochets in our shell. Okay, so you see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 spots of this shell, top stitches of the shell, and we're going to place into that 2 half double crochets, 3 single crochets, and 2 half double crochets. And this is going to be the pattern for frame above our shell. Now we know that we have single crochets between all the shells. Now into that single crochets in all rounds we're going to place double crochet, just 1 double crochet, and the next comes the shell, and we repeat this pattern for the shell. And in the corners right here in the corners we place this 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets, all into one same spot, and the spot is the top of the single crochet between these 2 shells in the corners. That's all. That's very easy. So let's start. How do I start? You see, when you will make your very first square, finish the whole square framing and weaving the ends, then make the second one, and when you will make the second one you will join this part, only this one side, for your first round. It's not a round, it's a line, okay, it's a row. So for the first row I just joined just one side of all the squares. So from the second row I started joining 2 sides, just like I'm going to show you here. You see, I have corner here. So I will show you how to frame and how to join as you crochet in the process. Let's start. So I'm taking my yarn for frame. So for this blanket, how I made this, you see this tail, we need to hide it, of course. So the first side of the square I will crochet just like that, not joining to anything, but from the second side of the square I'm going to join it right here and switch to the third side, and the fourth side we're going to crochet just like that and finish our square. So to start, oh my god, so to start the square I will start from the half corner, because as I showed you here, for the corner we have two double crochets, 2 chains and 2 double crochets. I will start with 2 double crochets, and the rest of the corner I will finish when I finish the whole round of the square. Okay, so you see our single crochet in the corner, I go into top of it, just grab the yarn like this. No, we also have this white tail that we need to hide, of course. Now we are going to hide this one white tail behind this first shell, and then we are going to hide this tail behind the second shell. Okay, and then we are going to be done with all these tails right here. So hold this tail with your finger like this so it's not slips off. I'm sorry. So 1, 2, 3. These 3 chains we will count as 1 double crochet, so we need the second double crochet for our corner into the same spot. Make sure you keep this tail above on the crochet hook so it is trapped inside, just like we did with the 5 chain bridges before. So okay, now we are going to work above the shell. So above the shell, what we do, we go into the next stitch here and place half double crochet, and don't forget about the tail. Now I go into the next stitch and I place 1 more half double crochet. Now I go into the next stitch, I place single crochet, go into the next stitch and place the second single crochet, and go into the next stitch and place the third single crochet. Okay, you see this tail is inside and we can pull this a little bit. Now you go into the next stitch and place 1 half double crochet, into the next space and 1 more half double crochet, and that's all. That's all we need to for framing our shell. Now we have single crochet here and we need to place a double crochet on top of it. Now I don't hide this tail anymore, I will cut this because that would be enough of hiding. Finally. Now this is the spot where we joined and kind of closed our round, right? Now we need to pull this tail. So again, we are going to framing our shell. So we're doing the same thing as we did here. I'm going to into the top stitch of this first double crochet here. Don't forget about this tail. Pull it, place it on the hook. Now grab the white yarn for framing and make a half double crochet. Now go into the next stitch and place another half double crochet, and of course don't forget about the tail. Go, you see we have kind of a hole here. It will be closed when we finished, and we will pull totally this tail. Okay, so go into the next stitch and place a single crochet, into the next stitch and place a second single crochet, into the next stitch and a third single crochet, now into the next stitch and place a half double crochet, into the next stitch another half double crochet. Okay, now we can pull a little more. Now at this spot you can cut the yarn or continue hiding a little bit, it's optional. I will cut it here, that's enough. Okay, we have single crochet here between the shells, so it means we need to place a double crochet into the top of it. And another shell. Let's continue. So into the next stitch and place half double crochet, into the next stitch another half double crochet, into the next stitch first single crochet, into the next stitch second single crochet, into the next stitch third single crochet, into the next stitch half double crochet, into the next stitch another half double crochet. And now we are here at the spot of the corner. Now we need to make the half the corner, so it's going to be two double crochets into one space, 2 chains, and stop here. And now we're going to join this part, okay, as we will crochet this part of the frame. At the same time we're going to join this with this square. So in order to make it comfortable for me, I need to turn this like this, because it really is comfortable when it is turned like this. Okay, it's comfortable for me to work like this. Okay, now where do I join it? You see this place, this corner space here. So what we need to do is to make this framing parallel, okay, like mirror reflection. They like here, you see, it's the same thing comes here, same vibes, same shells. They look it's like they face to face. Now you see a spot here, let me show you with the needle. Okay, we need to start the very first joining from this spot. You see, we need to go inside of this thing here. This is the first the double crochet here, and this is the spot before that we need to go into with our crochet hook. So I go right into that, and you might be helping yourself. Okay, now I take this loop and pull it through. Okay, now we need to finish our corner here. Okay, we have two double crochets. Now we need two more double crochets placed into this same spot, and at the same time we are going to join all those double crochets and other stitches one by one right here. So I'm going to place double crochet right here, pull the take the crochet hook off. You see, go into the top of the next double crochet, or you can just say you go into the next stitch. Now take this loop and pull it to the front like so. Now the second and the last double crochet of this corner here. Now I go into the next, excuse me, to the next stitch and pull this loop to the front. Make sure you don't make it too tight at this joining line, okay? Otherwise it's going to be horrible. It's going to be look wavy like this. Make it a little bit loose. So okay, now we're going to frame our shell here. So we need to place, we'll go into the next stitch and place a half double crochet here, pull a little bit this loop. Now go into the next stitch, pull that loop to the front, go into the next stitch and place another half double crochet, and go into the next stitch, pull this loop and continue your work. You see, I already have the piece. I'm sorry. Okay, so we go into the next stitch and place our first single crochet here, and join this part, another single crochet, join, third single crochet, join. So into the next stitch and place a half double crochet, join, another half double crochet, join, now we are here at the single crochet and we're placing a double crochet into the top of it and join. That's it. This is how we join as we go. See, this part is already done. Now let's finish. I will pause the video here. Let's finish this side and stop by the corner. I will show you how to switch to the other side, okay? So see what do I have here? This side is totally joined already. At this part I have joined the 1/2 of this corner, 2 double crochets, and I immediately joined them. Okay, let me make it closer. So now how do I switch to this side? Now you see where I'm at now. Now chain 1. So I need to move this thing a little bit here so it's comfortable for me. Okay. Now you see what we have here, here, and here. We can do it like this actually to make it no, excuse me. Let's join it immediately to this part. Chain 1 again. Now we need to join this loop into this part. It's the similar way that we did at the very beginning. You see this very first double crochet of this side of the square, we have this little spot here. We need to go inside into the spot like this. So I go right inside of it. Help yourself with your fingers like this. Now take this loop, pull it through. And that's it, you are on the spot. Now we need to finish this corner, so we need to place 2 double crochets here, see, into the same spot. Okay, 1 and go into the next stitch here. The last double crochet of this corner into the same spot again. Now go into the next stage, and that's it. Go on crocheting as we did at this side. Now we're joining this line. So what we did here, 1/2 double crochet. Now let's go on placing and joining at the same time the next 1/2 double crochet, join, first single crochet, join, second single crochet, join, third single crochet, join, now 1/2 double crochet, join, the last 1/2 double crochet, join again, and double crochet into the top of single crochet between two shells and join again. So you see what we have here? We started right here, joined this part, switched to this part. Now I will pause the video again because there's nothing new here going on. Let's go on joining this part also, and by the end of it I will meet you to show you how to finish and close this round. Okay, we're at the corner. Let me show you. 2 double crochets of this corner are already placed and joined. Now at this spot, you see this is the space of the other corner space of the other square. Now what I do is chain 2. Chain 1 will also be okay because I don't know. Okay, let's leave it chain 2. Now let's finish this corner. 2 double crochets excuse me, 2 double crochets. Okay, now you just go on crocheting whatever you have here. Let's speed up a little. So half double crochet, another half double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, half double crochet, another half double crochet, and double crochet, the real one. Okay, let me speed up a little bit this part so that we can finish it. 1, 2, 3, oops, half double crochet, half double crochet, double crochet. So another 2 half double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet. Oops. Okay, half double crochet, half double crochet. Oops. So you see where we're at now? We started with half corner, so now we need to place the last 2 double crochets into this corner space spot. Chain 2. Now we started with 3 chains that we count as 1 double crochet, so count 1, 2, 3, and into the 3rd you slip stitch and close this round. Cut the yarn. So what I do here is, so you see we need to make this look tidy. Okay, you see where this tail comes from, and the very next unfinished stitch here to the left, and the next one we go from back to front into this, and we take 2 parts of that stitch, take this tail and pull it to the back. Now again, where that tail came from in the first place? Okay, at the beginning right here. Now we need to put our crochet hook from back to front, but this time we take only 1 part of this stitch. Okay, like so. Now pull the tail 1 more time from front to back. Okay, now let's hide this tail. I place it the same way, somewhat like this, only into the white yarn. Okay, This will make it almost invisible. So place your needle like this, put your yarn through your needle and pull. Cut the yarn. That's it guys. I hope you liked it and I hope it will be useful for you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.